All right. What is up, DropSpin fam? It is exciting to be able to say fam because there are quite a lot of you now, which is really exciting. Your guys' support is like what keeps this alive. Your guys' feedback is what keeps this thing awesome. So please stay engaged with us. This is like so awesome to see this really coming to life and improving directly as a result of you guys asking for things. So I'm about to go through all of the new features, and it's just been a while since I've talked about what all DropSpin can do. So this is kind of a new how to use the app tutorial at a super high level. And I want to just give you some highlights of some of the new features, a lot of which were specifically asked for by the community. So again, thank you guys. You and your feedback is what makes this product what it is, right? I, as a music teacher, can try to make the best thing that I think everyone needs, but the reality is we all teach a little bit differently. We all have slightly different needs. And you guys telling me what you need is how I can get it to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for participating and your continued support, because that is what lets us keep working and keep improving this and making this the best possible metronome for marching ensembles that there can possibly be. So in front of me, you can see this is a new library screen. Rather than having everything all at once, we've got it distinctly split between your collections and shared with you. More or less, this is the same as it was before. You can upload a new collection, right? Collections are groups of scores. So if I want to upload, for example, XML files, a ton of XMLs, I can go ahead and do that. Right here, you can see actually one of our first new changes is that this used to be like red and scary looking, and people were saying, hey, I think there's a problem. My score keeps having errors. What this is this is actually DropSpin saying, hey, when I was looking for tempo information or when I was looking for the stuff I need, I actually didn't see some of the stuff I need. So I just gave it to you anyway. So we changed this to be more of a warning so that it's not tripping you guys up. We heard your feedback. Like I said, you guys said that it looked like there were problems. There are no problems. It's just a heads up. Hey, there was a tempo collection error, so we just went ahead and set that default tempo to 20. There are no errors. I actually might not have. This is like our test scores, so they intentionally have a ton of errors. But let me upload some of the ones later on that don't have those. Yeah, so here you go. No issues. So you get a nice clean green checkbox if it's the right thing. So that's creating the collection. Uploading a score is more or less the same, right? I think that we've all seen that this is a place where you upload just a single one. If you want to put it into an existing collection or an existing folder, right? We actually change these icons a little bit to hopefully make it a little bit more clear what everything is, right? A score is like a document, a collection is like a folder, and then your library is like a whole bunch of folders. So hopefully that connection is clear. For the very, very basics of the product, I think you can probably go to the video where I talk about what an XML is and like what DropSpin is at all. Honestly, at this point, like this is for you guys, our existing community, because there's enough of you out there. There's enough resources, right? People know what DropSpin is now. So create collection, that one's done. Upload score. Manage groups, this had a ton of changes going on in it. You can see here, a lot of people have asked, where do I update my subscription or how do I manage that? Boom, very big, very obvious for you. We actually might end up with a dedicated page at some point, but for now, this still lives inside manage groups. Still have your nice trusty copy invite link, but I think that the piece of this that most people are going to be really excited about, and again, this is requested by you guys, is manage groups. So from here, this is a brand new thing where you can actually set groups to be admin members or just regular members. If a member of your group is set to be an admin, that means that they can edit anything inside any of these collections that you're sharing with them. So if you set a member as an admin of your group, that means that they now can edit it. This has been a hugely requested feature, right? Because there's usually one person who kind of signs up for the DropSpin account, but then they want their staff to be able to make changes, to add measures if they need to, or their assistant director to be able to add changes. And so we've got this set up now where if you have a connected account, you can give them admin status. Once they're in admin status, then they can just go ahead and make any changes that they want inside the actual score. So when they go to the library, let's just go, I'll go to one. This is not shared with me, right? So you can see I don't have the ability to edit. I don't have the ability to change anything, right? Like if your students log in, this is the view that they would see. They could break down the score. They can't actually make any changes. They can open it in the player. Now, if I go to an account where I am an admin and I view that collection, you'll see now I have an edit button that lets me do anything I need to do. Like I can shift these up and down. And then similarly, inside here, I actually have the full editor where I can change my beat mask if I want to, or I can adjust the tempos, right? I can do everything that I might need to do, upload new version, anything I need to do because I'm an admin, I can do that. Again, like I said, hugely requested feature on behalf of you guys. So here you go. I know that there have been more requests for even more finite control over this stuff. This is kind of like our round one. So if there's features that you want, like additional types of roles, like maybe you want to give them collection edit permission, but not score edit permission, for example, just let us know what you need, because that's what the point is, right? We're here to build the things that you guys need. Speaking of building things you guys need, in the previous version, we never had the ability to invite members. It was basically just you go to your group, you copy the link, you send it to someone. Now what we've got is you can still copy your link as normal, but you can also type emails. Test. Boom. Comma separated, and you can do that, or you can even upload a CSV sample user. Yeah. You can upload a CSV that's got all kinds of emails in it, and then you can hit send. So that way you can just automatically blast off all the emails to invite anyone into a group that you want. That was a huge request, again, from especially some of our larger ensembles that have signed up. They're like, hey, seriously, like I need to copy this link and make sure that 150 kids get it, whatever. No, you just have to add members. You can upload your CSV, hit invite, boom, everyone's invited. So really nice and easy. One quick thing to note about that maybe. So if you're adding a new group and you go to add a new group, if you actually want to add members, you have to save your group before inviting members, right? You have to like create the place to invite people to in order to do that. So right now that just gives you that blocker. You have to give it a new name, test, new group, October 24, sure. Let's share a couple collections with it. Go ahead and save group. And then now I can go in there, and if I want to add members, then I get my normal form. So I can do that. So that's one little oddity there. Again, if you guys have a better way of thinking of kind of carrying you through that flow, or a better way, or a reference app that you're like, hey, the way they did this, I really liked, let us know, because I'm totally down to build it that way. But I think this will work. I think this is good for most people getting their groups together. So I just went ahead and removed that group that I made. The next big set of changes we have is rehearsal analytics. I'm really excited about this one. For me, myself, there was like kind of a vision that I had. And in January, we released the beta version of rehearsal analytics, I would call it. Like it worked, everything worked. But I noticed as we were going through our testing, right? Like we put out cheesy poofs, and I was trying to look at student details about who was rehearsing it, what bars were they focused on, how long were they spending on it, right? Just I was trying to get to a particular set of information. It was like kind of hard to piece it together in analytics as it was originally designed. And so we did a little bit of revamping, right? So first things first, you just select whatever group you want. I'm going to select the members because I want all of their analytics. And then we've got this new way of getting analytics down, which is we're calling it analytics rows, which is basically here. You'll see once I show you. So Tesco Pro, I'll use 2024. That one's a better one. I'll start on number one, and I'm going to set my start date September 1st. So anything between September 1st and October 3rd, I'm going to just go ahead and get that data. Boom. So now you can see one of our first improvements here that we made for you guys is now instead of just saying 18, what the heck does that mean? 18 measures of practice for number one. Way more descriptive. So hopefully that'll make it easy for you guys when you're looking through, okay, 10 measures of practice on this day, 11 measures of practice on this day. The other thing we did is you can click through now and you can actually see member by member how many reps were done on each individual measure for each individual person, as well as all members altogether. So this 18 total reps done would be all members. 5 plus 5 plus 8, right, is 18 total reps between all the members. In this case, it was just one member that did all of those. Yeah, I guess all my samples here are just myself, my one test user. The other thing you can do here is you can go view that student's individual details, which shows you lifetime clicks, current practice streak, longest practice streak, most practice BPMs, right? This is the same individual analytics format that we had as before. So I'm going to add one more analytics row and just show you what that looks like. So let's say I want to get, we'll go in the same collection, we'll do score number 11, and I actually only want to get data for this one from September 3rd to September 19th, right? So that's one of our micro improvements that we've made for you guys. And that was, this one is based on feedback that basically like we wanted you guys to be able to get any set of analytics for any time. Like maybe you want to compare one particular set of dates of rehearsal on a score to another particular set of dates of rehearsal on a score. The way we had it before, it was you had one set of dates you were looking at, and that was just the way that it worked. This way, it's just a little bit more flexible for you guys, that you can choose which specific dates for which specific scores. Soon, we're also going to be adding measure filters. So not only do you get to choose start and end date, but you also get to choose start and end measure. I'm really excited. Again, this is just like, we're constantly improving the product. please, if you have suggestions, let me know what they are. If you have something where I wish I could do ABC, right? That's what happened to me here. I was using it and I was like, I wish I could do ABC. So I made it so that I could do ABC. If you have something that you wish you could do, let me know and I will put it in there. That's the whole point of this thing, right? You guys are supporting us, so we want to support you. So I added the second row, get data, and we can just pull it out and see. Maybe I'll get the data. What's happening? Oh, I don't have any of my users selected. That was silly. There we go. Now I'm getting the data for all my users. So you can see now that we've got both rows of data, 18 measures of practice for number 1. On this day, there were 24 measures of practice for number 11. Again, if I click through, I can see 1 rep was done by this user, and in total, all members, 1 rep. So you can really see kind of side by side what is being worked on. Yeah, really excited about the evolution of analytics and the continued evolution of analytics, where now we can select which independent users we want. We can also show the full measure by measure breakdown for every single individual day, and we can go in and view each individual student's details. By the way, if one of your students with a connected account logs into app.dropspin.io, they can look at their own individual analytics too, which also shows, like their streaks, any days that they practiced, most commonly practiced BPMs and everything. So yeah, lots of really good updates in terms of analytics. Member resources, basically the same as it has been. Same thing with Bluetooth module. The feedback form, we now link to a Google form. So hopefully this lets us be a little bit more responsive to you guys. We try to be responsive within 24 hours anytime anybody has an issue. So please reach out if you have them. This new form goes straight to my phone. So I'll get a text every time somebody has a problem. Hopefully that keeps us just even more responsive than our 1 to 2 day timelines we've been with recently. So that is the high level overview of the new version of DropSpin. Again, thank you guys so much for letting me know what you needed. I never would have thought to make a CSV import send email thing if not for band directors saying to me, hey man, I need this. Can you do this? Is that possible? Absolutely, it's possible. Thank you guys for making this product amazing. Same thing with adding admins as groups, right? These are specifically things. All this stuff just comes straight from you guys. And that's what makes this product what it is. So your continued support is huge. Thank you guys so much. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you've got feature requests. If you've got testimonials, we're always sharing testimonials on our socials. So thank you for all of those nice things. But of course, me as a drum corps person, I want the criticisms. I want the negative things. I want the, hey, you stepped off late here. Hey, you need to watch your tap heights and throughout this phrase, right? Give me the actual critical feedback to make this product the absolute best thing in the world, right? We're hitting world class. We've got a bunch of people working with us who are loving the product. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for using it. The more feedback we get, the better we are, right? And this release is a perfect example of that, where a ton of really amazing features that are going to be super useful for dozens, hundreds of people, all because you guys asked for them. And I'm so excited to be able to really, rather than just deliver my vision to you guys, to be able to really take your wants and needs and translate them into reality, right? That's really what this is all about. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending the time looking through and getting to know DropSpin. Please, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, reach out via the support email, reach out via social media, book a meeting with me. I am so happy to sit down with anyone and talk through DropSpin. If you're having issues, if you're finding you can't do something with your score, please let me know. I'm so down to help you guys with that. So thank you guys for asking the questions. Thank you guys for reaching out. I love this product. I love helping the community. So hit me with anything you got. And yeah, hopefully I'll talk to you soon.